Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Paradigm Woods and Irons from Callaway.
Hello and welcome into this special edition of Golf Central. I'm Cara Banks and we'll take a closer look at how the Genesis Invitational stands through 3 rounds at Riviera Country Club. It is Jon Rahm who leads by 3. What a day it was for him, with a third round 65 today to open up a 3-stroke lead atop the leaderboard as he looks to win for a 3rd time this year. The win would also see him reascend to the number 1 ranking. He was kind enough to speak to our Kira K. Dixon.
6 under today for Jon Rahm. Huge putt there on the last. Just how good a golf was this out there today?
It was really good. All 3 of us played really good golf up until the end where Max made a few bogeys, right? But this is not an easy golf course. Bogeys happen very, very easily, and I think we all fed off each other, ended up playing a great round. Not much to say, honestly. To play bogey-free around here when greens are getting a little bit firmer is extremely difficult, and I gotta say, I made a couple key putts when I needed to keep the round going, and that's what allowed me to end up with the lead, and finishing on 18 especially.
You mentioned those putts. You made some huge par saves. Can you choose 1 or 2 that maybe were huge momentum savers for you throughout the round?
13 was the biggest one, right? 1-shot lead, Max has 6 feet for birdie straight up the hill. He hasn't missed 1 putt all day, so I gotta assume he's gonna make it. And after hitting a very, very, very poor chip, 10 feet, that were in the easiest 10 feet to make a putt on, and making that was huge, very huge, just, confidence going forward. And then 15, the pin location, for anybody who hasn't seen it in person, could be one of the hardest pin locations you'll ever see. And even though it was 5 feet, I had plenty of break, I had to keep the speed up. It was also a big bonus after Max made his bogey, right, to reclaim the lead. So it was... Those 2 obviously were key. There was a couple other birdie putts that were very needed, as obviously as every putt is, but those 2 were big.
You have the opportunity to become a champion once again this season tomorrow. How are you approaching your thought process for tomorrow's round?
Same thing I've been doing till now. I'm fully aware that somebody can come out tomorrow and shoot a low score. It's kind of what happens on every PGA Tour event at this point. Somebody goes for broke and is going to shoot a low one, enough to scare me. So I'm aware I'm going to have to shoot in the 60s tomorrow. And just keep doing what I've been doing. I've been playing really, really good golf, and I know I can keep doing it for 18 more holes and hopefully a lot more than that. So just stick to the routine, keep doing what I'm doing, go home soon, be dad for the next few hours, and relax and enjoy an afternoon with Kelly before we go to bed.
Best of luck tomorrow. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jon.
Here, there's that real-life working dad balance for you. Take a look then at the position he has held through 54 holes in his last 4 starts. Well, he's been in the final group for each of them. He led the American Express, which he went on to win. He was second entering the final round of the Farmers Insurance Open, which Max Homa won, and he was tied second entering the final round last week, which Scotty Scheffler went on to win. He leads heading into the final round of the Genesis Invitational tomorrow and could well reascend to that number 1 ranking for the first time since March last year. Max Homa held the lead by 1 heading into today's 3rd round. He used 69 strokes to put together a 2 under par round and sit 3 back now at 12 under. He also spoke to Kira K. Dixon.
2 under today for Max Homa. Max, yesterday you described your round as scrappy. How would you describe today?
A lot more frustrating. I played really well today, and I just didn't think I got a ton out of it. I thought I hit a good drive down 15, and it went in the bunker, and then I thought I hit a good 8-iron on 16, and it drifted left into the bunker. So it was frustrating. I hit a good 2 shots on 17, and it ends up on the downslope with nothing. So it just was one of those days. But I was proud of my patience. I was proud of how my game felt. And yeah, so we lived to see another day.
Yeah. Well, yesterday you talked about not having to be Superman, not having to be Tiger through all the shots in your bag. What are going to be the main shots that you lean on tomorrow? I
need to play the par 5s better. I think if I drive it a little bit better, I'm going to be in a good spot. Still just not hitting enough fairways to attack. I felt like when I did hit the fairway today and this whole week, I've had a really good look at birdie for the most part. But yeah, that's the tricky part about this place. You could be off by a foot, and it feels like you're off by a mile. So I'm encouraged by the way I swung it today compared to yesterday, so I'm excited.
You mentioned being frustrated now that you're off the golf course. How are you going to spend your time processing everything so that you can come out here tomorrow with a chance to be a champion again?
Yeah, well, my garage door, I guess, isn't working right now, so my wife and kid need to get inside, and dog. So I got to figure that one out. And then after that, I will dream of birdies and great iron shots. So golf is golf. Like I said, I think today was an encouraging day, and I'm just going to be excited to go have a chance to win a golf tournament tomorrow.
Go get the family in the house. Thanks for the time.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, more real life coming from some of the world's best golfers. What about our tournament host talking about great golfers? What about one of the greatest ever, if not the GOAT? 4 under par 67 for Tiger Woods today. A good bounce back from what was a disappointing performance on the greens yesterday. He's moved himself well up that leaderboard as he looks ahead to the final round tomorrow with Kira as well.
4 under 67 for our tournament host, Tiger Woods. Solid day for you, Tiger. Earlier in the week, you said you were kind of figuring things out on the fly. Today, do you feel like you were operating from more of a solid base?
No, but I just figured something out. You know, yesterday I kept blocking all my putts. Joey sent me a text last night and said, hey, why don't we get to the putting green a little early and do a little putting work? So I did. I showed up early, and he wasn't there. So I was kind of putting without him, which is awesome. It's just so fun to be able to needle him like that. But no, it was good. It was I found something in my posture. I got my lines a little bit better, and this entire week I've driven them all well. I've been pretty one-dimensional in how I've driven it because I really haven't been able to practice enough. So I've kind of gone to kind of a stock shot, my little cut. But I've been able to hit all different trajectories, which I know I can do. So the way the golf course is set up as fast as it is, I was hitting a few little bullets out there and then riding the wind, and it's been good, and then the greens as firm as they are, it's plays right in my alley with my iron play. So I was excited about that.
Joe LaCava, you're on notice. You told me earlier in the week that managing inflammation was going to be the most important thing for you. How does the body feel after 3 days of tournament conditions playing 18 holes?
It's exactly what you just said. I just played 3 rounds of golf, and I say 4 because of the Pro-Am. So I've been living in that ice bath. It's been awful. But it is what it is. It's just part of recovery. My team's been incredible. They've got me to feel like I'm still strong. My core's been good. My legs have been good. I'm just a little sore overall, but it is what it is, and go out there and deal with it. I wish I could have made a little bit more of a run and got in touch with the leaders. That was kind of the plan today. I'm a little far back, but you never know.
You had some really nice interactions with the fans today. What is it like for you emotionally to be back and to hear those roars again?
Well, it's just I've been here, since I was 16 years old. Christian asked me today. He said, "Hey, when was the first time you played here?" I said, "Well, it was in '92." And then I said, "Hey, were you born yet?" He said, "No." So that kind of puts it all in perspective.
Well, we're glad to have you back, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Well, here's a look at what time Tiger will begin his final round tomorrow. 11:16 a.m. Eastern Time, alongside Kramer Hickok and a former, and another Arnold Palmer Invitational champion in Tyrrell Hatton. Look forward to seeing how he progresses with 18 more holes to play this week.